Imagine waking up before the world stirs, before the noise of notifications, deadlines, and endless obligations. Before the mind starts its usual parade of worries and regrets. You rise with the sun, yet not just to greet a new day, but to embrace it with an intention so precise, so deliberate, that it reshapes every hour that follows. There is a monk, quiet, almost invisible in the early morning mist, whose habit has unlocked a power many chase but few understand. And today I want to take you inside this morning ritual, a habit so simple yet so profound, that it can make you unstoppable. This is not about productivity hacks, flashy routines, or temporary motivation. This is about rewiring your mind, your energy, and your very presence in the world. This is about claiming the first moments of your day as sacred ground, a space where you are untouchable by chaos and doubt. The monk begins his morning not with a rush, not with a phone buzzing with messages, not with a list of tasks that screams urgency. He begins with stillness. Yes, stillness, not the kind that comes from doing nothing, but the kind that sharpens the soul. As you sit in silence, imagine the world around you dissolving, the streetlights flickering out, the cars yet to stir, the voices of yesterday fading like mist. In that silence, you are not just awake, you are aware. Awareness is the first secret to being unstoppable. For how can you navigate life's storms if you have not first learned to observe the wind? With each deep breath, the monk roots himself in the present. This is not ordinary breathing. It is a deliberate, conscious act that reconnects him to life itself. Inhale, life enters. Exhale, distractions, fears, and the residues of yesterday leave. Picture your mind as a pond. When the surface is agitated, you see nothing clearly. But when still, even the smallest pebble, the tiniest ripple, reveals itself. This is what the monk achieves in the first 10 minutes of his day: clarity. And clarity is not a luxury, it is a weapon. But stillness alone is only the beginning. After centering his mind, the monk moves into a ritual of movement. That seems almost like a dance with the dawn. Each stretch, each step, each gesture is intentional. The body is the vessel of your soul, yet how often do we treat it as an afterthought? Here, movement is meditation. The arms reach, the spine elongates, the legs find strength not through force, but through awareness. Imagine the first rays of the sun caressing his skin, each motion absorbing light, each motion absorbing life. This is a visual metaphor for how we must move through life, not reacting but flowing. Not forcing but aligning with the natural rhythm of existence. When you move like this, your body stops being a passive passenger and becomes an engine of possibility. After movement comes reflection. The monk does not pick up a notebook. He does not scroll a phone. Instead, he turns inward, asking one question that guides the rest of his day. What am I willing to let go of today? Imagine the weight of invisible chains dissolving as you ask yourself this question. Every resentment, every lingering doubt, every fear of failure, it begins to lift. You are not shackled to yesterday's mistakes or tomorrow's anxieties. You are free to act. And freedom is the cornerstone of unstoppable action. Here lies the twist that surprises many. The monk does not chase motivation. Motivation is fleeting like the wind that rustles through the trees. Instead, he cultivates a state of readiness, a deep, unshakable alignment with purpose. Motivation comes and goes, but alignment is enduring. It is the calm in the eye of the storm. It is the river carving its path through solid rock, relentless yet patient. Think about that. Being unstoppable is not about frenzy. It is about consistency, precision, and the quiet power of preparation. The world will try to knock you off balance, but if you have rooted yourself like the monk in the first hours of the day, nothing can sway you. And here is the most overlooked part of his habit: gratitude. Before the sun fully rises, he silently acknowledges the gift of another day. Gratitude is not just saying thank you to life. It is recognizing the miracle in ordinary things. The air you breathe, the beating of your heart, the chance to act again, to create, to love. Picture your day as a canvas. If you approach it with tension, fear, or resentment, the colors are dull, muted, uninspiring. But gratitude is like sunlight piercing through clouds. It illuminates every stroke, every decision, every interaction. In these moments, the monk becomes unstoppable, not because he controls life, but because he sees life with clarity, appreciation, and wisdom. Now, imagine introducing a tiny, deliberate pause before anything else when you wake. Not reaching for your phone, not rushing to obligations, not thinking about what comes next. Just pause, breathe, observe. Ask yourself a guiding question. Picture your intentions as seeds. This pause is the fertile soil in which they grow. Without it, you plant in chaos and nothing will take root. With it, you cultivate a garden of action, discipline, and fulfillment. What could you achieve if you treated the first 20 minutes of every day like sacred ground? And there is more. The monk's habit includes a conscious choice of nourishment, not just of the body, but of the mind. He reads something uplifting, something that challenges him, something that expands his perspective. Knowledge without reflection is noise, but knowledge absorbed with presence becomes wisdom. Even a single sentence can ignite the mind if it is digested in stillness. Imagine your mind as a temple. What you allow inside during the first hours of your day will echo throughout the entire structure. Fill it with chaos, and the echo is frantic. Fill it with clarity, and the echo is power. But here is where the story bends the usual expectations. The monk's habit is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters. Many people equate early rising with productivity, more tasks, more output. But the monk measures success by alignment, by intentionality, by the quality of his presence in each moment. Unstoppable does not mean busy. Unstoppable means deliberate. It means that when life throws challenges, distractions, or setbacks at you, you respond with clarity, not chaos. With action, not reaction. Think of a river cutting through mountains. It does not rage, it does not panic. It moves with purpose, inevitably, persistently, gracefully. This is the monk's secret. And the beauty of this habit is its simplicity. No expensive tools, no complex systems, no need to travel to remote monasteries. It is available to anyone who dares to claim the first moments of their day. The choice is deceptively simple. Wake up, breathe, move, reflect, cultivate gratitude, nourish your mind, and align with your purpose. 1 hour, maybe even just 30 minutes, yet it has the power to transform a lifetime. Can you feel the weight of that possibility? Can you sense the chain reaction it sets in motion? How a calm, centered morning births decisive action? How clarity in the first moments colors the hours that follow with intentionality and strength? But let me challenge you further. What if you have tried waking early and failed? What if the world's noise is too loud, your mind too restless? The monk teaches us that perfection is not required. Consistency matters more than perfection. One mindful breath, one moment of stillness, one step taken with awareness is already a victory. The river does not carve the canyon in a single day. It does so drop by drop, moment by moment. And so will you. You do not need to wait for the perfect morning. You need only to begin. Now picture the impact of such a habit over months, even years. The small victories compound. The clarity deepens. Decisions become intuitive, challenges become opportunities, and fear loses its grip. You become the sculptor of your life, not a passive witness. Your mornings are no longer stolen by distractions. They are your sanctuary. Your mind, your body, your spirit, all aligned. You are unstoppable not because life is easy, but because you have trained yourself to meet it with calm, presence, and purpose. And there is an almost poetic justice in this. The world often rewards the loud, the frantic, the reactive. But the monk's path teaches that quiet mastery, internal mastery, creates an unshakable foundation. It is invisible to those who do not practice it, yet undeniable in its results. Success, happiness, peace, they are not external trophies, but reflections of the inner state you cultivate each morning. Ask yourself, how much of my day, my week, my life is shaped by the first moments after I wake? And how different could it be if I claimed those moments as sacred, deliberate, unstoppable? So, what can you do starting tomorrow? You can begin small. Wake 10 minutes earlier than usual. Sit in silence. Breathe consciously. Stretch. Ask yourself what you are willing to release. Express gratitude. Read one sentence that expands your mind. Choose one action that aligns with your purpose. Watch how this tiny habit transforms not just your morning, but your energy, your mindset, your interactions, your results. Imagine the ripple effect through your life. One calm, intentional morning leading to another week by week, month by month, until you look back and see a life shaped by choice, not chance. The monk's morning habit is not magic. It does not shield you from challenges, heartbreaks, or setbacks. But it equips you with something far more valuable, an unshakable foundation, a clarity of mind, a harmony of body and spirit. With this, no storm can destabilize you. No obstacle can deter you, no doubt can paralyze you. You become unstoppable not by controlling the world, but by mastering yourself. The paradox is beautiful. The more grounded and disciplined you become in the first hours of your day, the freer and more powerful you become for everything that follows. And here lies the final, subtle twist. This habit is less about what you do and more about who you become. You are no longer just someone chasing goals, avoiding pain, or reacting to life's events. You are someone who consciously creates, consciously chooses, consciously embodies the energy and intention you want to experience. You are no longer a leaf tossed in the wind. You are the tree that guides the breeze, the river that charts its own course. Unstoppable is not an act, it is an identity. So I challenge you, tomorrow morning before the world claims your attention, before the endless scroll, before the rush begins, claim your stillness. Breathe, move, reflect, express gratitude, nourish your mind, align with your purpose. Even 10 minutes, even one mindful breath can change everything. And the next morning, do it again and again, until the habit becomes a force that propels you, a silent power that makes you resilient, clear, focused, and unstoppable. Remember, the world will try to pull you into urgency, chaos, and distraction, but your mornings are yours. Guard them. Honor them. And in doing so, you will discover the quiet, profound power of being unstoppable. The monk's secret is not a technique. It is a way of being, and it is waiting for you to claim it. If this message resonated with you, take a moment right now to commit. Tomorrow morning, even one small step toward this practice. Leave a comment below sharing how you plan to start. Hit the like button if this inspired you. And don't forget to subscribe to Echoes of Greatness for more insights that transform not just your day, but your life. Your mornings, your mindset, your destiny, they begin now.